say my passion is out of love all the time. But when I look at that, what feeds me is fear, anger, and sorrow. That feeds my passion. Ask yourself, would you really say this to a little child? Would you say it to your own child, your son, your daughter? Would you say these things to a niece or a nephew? Would you say these things to a random little child playing in the park? Would you walk up to him and look him right in the eyes and say, "You don't matter"? Or maybe a little girl who's sitting by herself, and walk up to her and look her in the eyes and say, "You'll always be alone." Show of hands. Is there anyone out there that would consciously go up to a little child and say any of those type of things to? Anybody? Be honest. I don't think so either. But why am I angry? Why am I sad? Because you're all liars. Because all of you, at some point in your life, has told a very special little child that he doesn't matter, that she doesn't deserve to live. And that special little child is the child that lives inside each and every one of you. When you're in fear, when you're in desperation, you're doubting yourself, you're scared. I can't do it. I'm stupid. Carolyn, I'm not a public speaker. I can't stand on the stage and talk. I suck with words. I'm stupid with words. I feel all this energy inside. My biggest weakness in my mind is putting it into words. I love being here today. I love watching someone speak through music and his guitar and his voice and their art, and with animals. There's so many other ways to speak. Because we all have this little boy and this little girl right here inside of us. And I'm pissed! Because we don't take care of that little girl, that boy. You're right. I agree with you. You would never walk up to a random little child and say this to him, but how many times do you say it to yourself? How many times do you look in the mirror? How many times do you lie in bed at night saying that to yourself? You're killing yourself. Emotionally, spiritually, you're limiting yourself. You wouldn't limit one of them. You wouldn't steal their innocence, but you have no problem doing that to yourself. Why is that okay? Why is that okay? Talked about education, what the educational system does to our children. I love this quote. It educates the passion out of us, the creativity out of us. Well, education in schools is not the only place that happens. It happens with the parents, it happens in the media, it happens with every person you meet and every experience you have. We live in a fear-based world. And yes, me and you and a lot of other people want to change that. I get it. I believe it. I want it too. Definitely think schools need to be changed. I definitely think parents need to teach their kids different things, different ways. I gotta teach myself first. I gotta clean my own porch and allow everybody else to clean their porch. See, I was lucky. I'm probably one of the luckiest little girls in the world. I grew up with a dad who was wise and he was gentle. And he believed in love and love, love, love. And it was unconditional. And he believed in choice. And he believed in light in every person. A quote I tell myself every day. He taught me. He said, Carol, look through the lampshade and see the light bulb in every human being you meet. Now, when I was 5 years old, he told me that, I didn't get it. And then I got older and older and kept redefining it till it made sense to me. And I can look out here right now, be nervous as I am, not know what my next sentence is going to be because I really don't have this written. I speak from here, I can't help it. Yeah, I got little cards, they mean nothing to me. This is my little Linus blanket. There's several people in here that know about me. And when I get going and I ask you, you gotta tell me because I'm not here right now. My dad taught me that knowledge isn't here. And it's not in here. People will tell you things and they will teach you things. It comes from here. And when I start using what's in here, then I become wise. That's how he told me. This is a wise person who actually uses what they know. They know they know. It's in your DNA. I say stupid stuff when I'm pissed. I say stupid stuff when I'm frustrated. I probably would have said this to someone. Emma's in here. I called her a dumb shit a couple of weeks ago. That's dumb. But she understood. She understood me. She understood what goes on in here and where I was coming from. And I was fighting for her little girl because she gave up for one split second. Because we'll fight for little kids, but will we fight for ourselves? My dad taught me that we need to participate in life. And today I'm going to do things a little differently, and oh my gosh. The thing I wanted to do differently is I want you to participate in today also. So, you haven't killed your little child. The little boy and the little girl, he's right there. And what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm just going to ask you to close your eyes right here, right now. And I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I want to take your hands and I want you to put it gently on your heart. I want to open your mind. I want you to expand your loving memories of yourself. I want you just to follow my voice. Keep breathing. I just want you to take this precious moment to go back through your years and to find your little boy, find your little girl, 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old. Just find her. Just see her in your mind's eyes. She's carefree. And she can be anything she wants to be. And she can do. She doesn't care what other people think. She doesn't care if it's right or wrong. What does she do? What is he doing? What is he wearing? Do you have a favorite outfit? Play with that child. What does that child feel when he's doing it? He's carefree. He doesn't have a care in the world. How does he yourself just for this moment to feel that feeling. Be with that child, be with that feeling. Give yourself permission, because you haven't killed her. You might have locked her up. You might have ignored her, but she's right there, because right at this split moment, you're choosing to pay attention and listen to her. Another deep breath and open your eyes. That's who you are. That's who you are. You're your little boy, you're your little girl. That's your authentic self we talk about. That's where your creativity lives. That's where your passion lives. You want to know who you want to be when you grow up? Go backwards. Go backwards. My little girl was loud, and I am still loud. My little girl is gentle. No, it's still gentle. And she's carefree. And she doesn't doubt herself. I haven't looked at the freaking card yet, and I won't. And I have my own best answers. I have them. They're right here. And if I just take the time to close my eyes and ask myself the question, I know the answer. I know when I know, and you know what? It don't matter what you think, and you can't change my mind, because I know it's in you. Because my dad taught me and gave me a foundation. And I'll tell you right now, when I was 12 years old, I went to the extreme, the other extreme. And I lived in fear. And I got my mom, who didn't deal with my dad's death very well. And I got all her fear and all her doubts put in my lap. And I got to see and feel what that felt like. So I'm going to rip that innocence out of me, rip that carefree. I was already angry at God and my dad and him for leaving. But she put me in my place. She told me to shut up. She told me to stop being loud. She told me to stop playing sports, because men don't like tomboys. I wasn't allowed to play football. I had to wear dresses. If you ever came to my house and showed my photo album, little frilly dress, little anklets, and black patent leather shoes. Now you know why I will not wear a dress. Because I was fear-based. And I learned all these things about myself. I learned that I don't matter, that what I say is not important. And I took that all through my life. My mom, when I was 30 years old, my mom had the guts to say to me, when are you going to grow up and get a real job? What the heck does that mean? I was happy. I was living my passion. I was teaching people about their passion. I was trying to wake people up that don't go to the fear side. And if you want to know the answer, listen to yourself. It's right here. I meet so many of you that say, I don't know myself anymore. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. So many of you are graduating in about 3 weeks and going through it right now. You do know who you are. And passion, why am I talking about lies and truth? Well, one, your passion lies in your truth. Your truth is your little girl and your little boy. And yes, you lie to yourself. And yes, it comes from the outside, it comes from school, it comes from parents, it comes from friends. But you know what? You chose to believe it. And you choose to tell yourself that now. My mother's been dead for 25 years, and I can still hear her saying that stuff, and I still believe some of it. I can't public speak. And I can't do it in 18 minutes, and I got a minute and a half left. My dad taught simple woman. I do not like going in the grocery store and going in that cereal aisle. There are too many choices. Back in the day, I know, I'm 52, back in my day, you had sugar or non-sugar, case done. And my dad told me that I could go through every situation and see it through the eyes of love or see it through a filter of fear and doubt. And he supported the love. And my mom, God bless her soul, supported my fear. And I needed that side too. And then I got to make a choice. And in every day, in every situation, I have a choice. Because you or anyone else can't take that away from me, and I can't take it away from you. It is your choice on where you're going to come from. My words of wisdom is don't make any major life decisions coming from a place of fear. It never works. At least give yourself and honor yourself that much. So we know where knowledge lives. You do know who you are. You do know your passions. And you know you have a choice. And you always do. You have a choice on what you tell yourself. Eric this morning talked about loving yourself. I think everybody talked about loving yourself. We just use different words. I love being in a room of passionate people. And we all say it differently, and we all treat it differently, but we're saying the same thing. Because we know, we know. You want to live passionately? Listen to yourself and just know what you know. Because it's right there. And I have nothing to teach you. So now that I brought a different light to you, just a different one, you have no excuses. Because you know you know. And there it is. It's really simple. And Dad, I thank you. Because it is simple. And I have made a choice. And I just want to end with, who am I? Who am I? What am I? Because I choose to think of my life this way.